Alright. It's been a little minute, but I'm back. your boy, your boy been in his feelings a little bit, and I haven't been making no videos. You know what? I don't even know who the fuck I'm addressing or who I'm talking to because only 2 people watch my videos. So, fuck the life update. Who gives a fuck? You know, I'm back making Sixers videos because I want to talk about some fucking Sixers, man. And the shit is crazy, bro. Like, so today the Nets lost. The Nets lost today. The Nets lost, and the Lakers just were never healthy. I thought those guys were going to be healthy. They were healthy. They were still the favorites, I think, to win the championship, but they were just not nearly as healthy as I thought. And the Sixers really have a legitimate chance to win a championship this year. And with the shitty year I've been through, holy fuck, that would make my year. I would lose my mind if the Sixers win a championship. I would run around my block naked. I would scream at the top of my lungs. I would run to the Wells Fargo Center from my house. Like, I don't know what the fuck I would do if we won the championship. And it is so possible right now. It's so crazy, man. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the team just in general because we just have new life, man. And holy fuck. I can't believe, I remember being in college, like when I was 18, 19 years old, watching the process years in my dorm room, watching every game. I watched every game with fucking Jahlil Okafor rolling out of bed, scoring his 17 or whatever the fuck. I watched every single game of that shit. And, like, to be here is just such a, like, whoa, that shit's crazy. Like, I never expected that I would be here. Like, I never expected this team would be here. I'm saying I feel so invested in this shit. Like, I can't believe it. And it's not done, you know. It's not like we have an easy path. I thought we had an easy path. I thought that, you know, we would beat the Hawks pretty handily, 5 games, maximum 6, but no, that's not what happened. We're playing a game 7 tomorrow, and I'm gonna look really fucking stupid for the first 2 minutes of this video if we lose the game 7 tomorrow. That would be crushing, but we got fucking gnats. I'm at my job. There's gnats in here. But, like, dog, I just can't believe that a championship is really in our grasp like this. And everyone's hurt. It's not like teams are, like, healthy, so we can't even, like, Embiid's hurt, but he has to suck it up. Really, what's happening is Simmons and Tobias have just played so far below, like, where they're supposed to be that it's absolutely fucking crazy. And it's like, I kind of expected it. And it's like, I made a whole video. I made like a 20-minute video. I don't know how many months ago. I made 20, maybe it was a 20. Who fucking cares? It's like 20 minutes. I made like a 20-minute video talking about Tobias Harris and why I think he might actually be good now. But nah, all the problems that I thought he was gonna have in the playoffs, he's having. He just doesn't do anything quick. He doesn't do anything fast. And it's like in a 7-game series, it's schemable. You can scheme for Tobias Harris. He had a pretty good game last game. He was making shots at mid-ranges, but it's just like all of his shots are hard. Like, Tobias would never get an easy bucket. Like, it just never happens, especially not in the half court. But I guess it's the playoffs. Maybe there's just no easy buckets in the half court, but it's just like, I don't know. You see teams like Dame and like Trae Young, or like basically any guard in the league, like, has, like, any guard in the league can score easily, or at least it appears easy. Like, they can get their shot, like, kind of whenever they want it, like a shot that's, like, you know, hittable for them. There's no one in the Sixers that can get a shot that's makeable. Like, we have to settle for below average shots, like, almost all the time. This shit is crazy. And Tobias, man, Tobias, I'm not impressed with his offense at all, even though he had an alright offensive game last game. He had 6 points a game before, but, like, we're just not gonna talk about that. He's the fucking villain. He's the main villain. Tobias is the main villain, alright? I have problems with Ben Simmons. Everybody has problems with Ben Simmons. He doesn't shoot. We knew this, but, like, he's even playing with Ben Simmons just in his own head right now. He's just in his fucking mind. He is just, like, there is just, like, Ben Simmons in his mind just doing, like, cartwheels and just, like, maybe shooting with the right hand, but those are just imaginations. That's just in his head. That's not actually what's happening. He's shooting with the wrong hand still, and it looks awful. If Ben shoots like with both arms out. Like, he shoots, I don't even know how to describe how Ben shoots. It's like you're not supposed to shoot like that. He shoots like a fucking 6-year-old, man. Like, it's just embarrassing. And you're an NBA player. It's kind of crazy. But I don't even want to talk about Ben anymore because that could just be its own thing. Like, I can sit here for 20 minutes, even before the season started, even before everybody turned on Ben now. I could have talked before about how, like, ugh, Ben just pisses me off. He pisses me the fuck off. So that just is what it is. I don't even want to talk about him. He did have a couple good defensive possessions, though. I'm not going to take that away from him. He guarded Trae Young, I thought, really well for like half the series. But Trae Young is Trae Young. He's just an amazing perimeter player, so he's going to get his buckets no matter what type of defense. And so I thought his defense was really good on Trae Young. And I think has been good on Trae Young this whole entire series. They're calling a lot of ticky-tack fouls. I feel like we're just not getting the benefit of any whistle this series. I don't know. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I will go get the fucking aluminum foil, put it on my hat. I don't know if it would fit with my, like, dreads. But, like, I think that the refs are fucking us, too. Like, we're getting fucked. They don't love the process, man. They hate the process. They don't want the Sixers model of losing on purpose to prove successful, because then other teams will just do it, even though they very clearly incentivize losing. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I heard somebody say, I can't remember who said this, but I heard someone say, like, the best thing in their mind, and I kind of agreed with it, I couldn't think of anything better to do, was to have a hard cap in the NBA. You know, you can't go over whatever the hard cap is, and then just have no max contracts, and then just have rookies just get released into free agency when, like, you know, whatever date, whenever the draft is. Just have rookies be free agents, and then teams can sign them for whatever they think they're worth. You know, this is America. This is kind of how this shit is supposed to go. You're not supposed to be forced to go somewhere no matter what your talent is. And then, I mean, I guess they do have rookie pay scales too, so it's not like that fucked, but like, it just seems kind of fucked. I don't know. It just seems like I should be able to choose where I want to go. And it just seems like the team should be able to pay players whatever they want. It should, hard cap just makes sense. It just makes sense. But it would be like fucking LeBron James. Like, if the hard cap was $200 million a year, LeBron James would be making like $150 million a year or some shit. And the rest of the roster would make up $50 million. And then role players would be getting paid like super minimums. Like, you would have players like, I'm trying to think of like a medium range player that like gets paid a medium range contract. Like a Seth Curry making like a veteran minimum when he should be making more than he's making now. He's making like $8 million now. He should be making around like 12 million, 13 million maybe. But he would probably be getting like 2 or 3 million or the vet minimum if this was like a world in which we had like no salary cap and just a hard cap. But I got completely distracted. I think I said Tobias is the main villain. He fucking is. Tobias is the main villain. He's the main villain of this arc. And until we do something with his contract, or until he shoots threes, or until he brings anything to the table besides inefficient scoring, which we do need his creation. Don't get me wrong. We need people to take shots on this team because there's just not enough people that can get shots for themselves and that they can take. So we need that. But goddamn, Tobias for $30 million is just not optimal. That shit is suboptimal. That's fucking awful. And when Tobias is not on, if Tobias is not hot, what does Tobias bring to the team at all? Like, I need someone to explain to me what Tobias brings when he's not on with his inefficient offense self. Like, what does he bring? Does he bring defense? No, maybe individual defense, like one man-to-man, one-on-one defense. He's okay at that. I give him that. He got better. He got good at one-on-one individual defense. I got to give Tobias that, even though I feel like that's mostly just effort. I got to give him that. He gave the fucking effort. So, what's the next one? Off-ball defense. Awful. Fucking atrocious. Tobias Harris is the worst off-ball defender, like, on the Sixers, I think. Maybe Korkmaz and I can't think of anybody else. Shake might give him a little bit of a run, but maybe Korkmaz. I think Korkmaz and Tobias are the only people that stand out in my head as just being bad off-ball defenders. It's fucking awful. If there's any action around either one of those two players, they're lost. They don't know where the fuck they're going. They don't know what the fuck the play is. They don't know what they're doing. And that just is what it is. They suck. Tobias is a bad passer. Tobias does not space the floor. I mean, I guess he spaces the floor. Teams are so scared of giving him open threes, even though, I don't know. I mean, I guess you have to defend a Tobias 3, but it's just slow. So it's like you can still contest a Tobias 3 while also contesting the paint. Like, you don't have to, it should be a one or the other thing. Like, it should be either I have to settle on the paint or I have to settle on Tobias. But it's both. You could do both, because Tobias takes for fucking ever to shoot threes. He has a slow release, and like, if you're anywhere near Tobias, if Tobias can feel your breath, like if you blow as hard as you can and Tobias can feel that, he's not shooting the ball. He's not going to shoot the ball if you're that distance from him. Like, and it's fucking crazy because the NBA player is 6'10", 6'9", or whatever. Like, I feel like he should be able to shoot over people. But I don't know. Tobias is absolute zero if he's not hitting mid-range jumpers. Absolute zero. And I don't know why he's escaped the ire of everybody. I guess it's just because buckets are attractive. Like, people like people that get buckets and shit. And, like, that's it. Like, that's cool, I guess. Like, if you like buckets, man, fuck it. Like, Tobias is your dude over Ben. But I think Ben definitely deserves criticism because Ben is just in his head. He's just, like, a mental case. How do we get... I hate saying fucking like he's a mental case because that just... Like, I don't know what's going on in his life, man. He probably has shit behind the scenes that I don't even know about. So, like, who knows, bro? Maybe Tobias, maybe Ben and Tobias has stuff going on. Maybe Tobias is hurt, because I think he was hurt toward the end of the season. Maybe his knee's just not 100%. But I don't think so. I think that they're just both underperforming, and they're both getting paid a combined, like, $60 million this year, while we have fucking Seth Curry making $8. I would feel some type of way if I was Seth. Because Seth is killing it this series. Seth is averaging like 22 fucking points a game, shooting like 60% from the field, 60% from three. He is going off. Seth is playing with the confidence that I wanted him to play with. But he's also, I didn't think that Seth would be able to get these open shots like during the playoffs. I didn't think that he would be able to do it. I thought that, you know, people would be able to guard him better than that. But I think that Seth just has like, I don't think it's an accident that Seth gets wide open threes. I think that he just actually has a really good feel for the game, a really good feel for the floor. He knows where to be open in the offense and where to like read the defense, and like he basically knows how to get his shot, and that's really respectable, especially these playoffs. He's really coming to his own in that shit. Like he's taking more contested ones, he's taking deeper ones. He's good, man. I like Seth, and Seth has really exceeded my expectations in this series. And he's really the reason that we're still in this shit. And I think we can win this game 7, man. I think we can win a championship. It's so crazy. I'm like so excited right now. Like, and it's the last year has just been so shit for me. And I don't know, Sixers basketball just makes me so fucking happy. Like, I just love this shit, and I need a win, kind of. I kind of need a win just for like my psyche and shit. Like, I need us to win this game, and I kind of want us to win the championship, but like I need this game specifically like really bad in the worst way. But we're gonna get it, even if we don't. You know, the future's looking bright. We still got Daryl Morey as our GM, and Ben's out of here, so hopefully we can get him for like well, it's not just gonna be Ben. I'm not insinuating that just Ben Simmons is gonna give us these players. So, but I'm saying that at this offseason, Daryl Morey has Ben, and he has Tobias, even though Tobias, I think Tobias is still 3 years, $90 million, so I don't know how attractive that is in a trade. That's definitely more attractive than, no. Yeah. No, it has to be more than that, because he signed 5 years, $180 million. So it has to be like 3 years, $110 million left on Tobias' contract, man. I don't know how we're trading that. I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of that. But Simmons, definitely, I think, is going to be tradable. We're going to have to attach Matisse or, like, picks to it. That's what's going to have to happen. And that's going to suck. I don't want to trade Matisse. I don't want to trade Maxey. I would trade Shake. I would attach, like, Shake. And, like, we probably have to attach, like, George Hill to make money. Oh, no, we don't, because then we're trading Simmons. So we trade Simmons, Shake, and first-round picks. And if we could get, like, a Damian Lillard, a Bradley Beal, I was against this at first, but a Zach LaVine. Who else? I feel like there's someone else that might be available. I want CJ if it comes down to it. If it comes down to it and I have to accept CJ, I'll take CJ for Ben Simmons at this point. Honestly, because he just gives you nothing. And, like, in a playoff series, defense is important, but it's not. But if you have Embiid as your center, your defense is always going to be good. Like, you're always going to be able to scheme a good defense, I think. And I think this team just needs a point guard. But here's how it's complicated in my head. Because if this team were to get a point guard that could create his own shot, like they were able to trade for a point guard, like, I guess it just comes down to this. Like, if we could trade for a point guard, would I rather trade Ben Simmons for that point guard or Tobias Harris? Would I rather trade Ben Simmons and less other stuff for that point guard, or Tobias Harris and a lot more shit for that point guard? You know, and probably get a worse point guard with Tobias and probably get a better one if we trade Ben. Like, who do I want on this team more with the point guard? Like, what the thing is. We get Kyle Lowry, too. I forgot about that. We could run the team back probably and get Kyle Lowry. That would be dope. Yeah, I think Kyle Lowry might be going to Miami, but the way they went out in these playoffs, I don't see why he would want to do that. I don't think he's taking them over the top. He would definitely take us over the top. We need a Kyle Lowry type player. That would be the best thing that could happen. I'm kind of excited for the offseason now, so I guess no matter what happens tomorrow, I'm gonna be happy because the future is bright as long as Joel Embiid is healthy. We're good. We're Gucci. And wow, yeah, man, we really can win a championship. The Bucks don't scare me. The Bucks don't scare me. The only team left that scares me is the Suns. I think we could beat both the Clippers and the Bucks. The Suns scare me, but like, look, that's the easiest team that, like, if you told me at the beginning of the season that we had to play the Suns to win the championship, I would take that 100 times out of 100. Like, I'd rather not play the Lakers, and that's like assuming that we beat the Nets. So I would take that 100 times out of 100. Like, we're taking that all day, and I'm just hyped, man. I'm hyped, and I'm ready to be depressed if we lose this game. Maybe that's like the negative. That's the negative shit in the back of my head. We're not losing the game, all right? We're not losing the game. We're putting it out of our head. Positive thoughts only for the Sixers. We are gonna win. I'll probably make another video after this because I don't know. I'm kind of bored. See you.